Alright, so entry number 3 for the album review video diary, and I'm gonna be talking about the latest album from Räjäyttäjät, I believe is pronounced, called 3. Now, I don't really have much experience with this band, but I was like, since the last entry had a bunch of umlauts in it, why not I have this one also have a bunch of umlauts in it? So I guess it's kind of sort of a novelty sort of entry here, but also, I don't know, it's mostly a bunch of rock and roll staples tied to a lot of Finnish lyricism, so I'm not really sure what's being discussed here, but I will say I could definitely imagine me putting this on like a playlist for like hitting the road because it's definitely in that sort of vein. Like like it's there just not really to overbear like the scenery that's around you. It's more sort of like just to accentuate it, just so you can see like all the valleys, all the mountains and stuff. Like I feel like this I don't know, I just get a lot of mountain imagery from this record, and it's kind of funny because I believe the band described themselves as in Finnish, their name Räjäyttäjät is I think it's Finnish for like explosion or something along those lines, where they break apart standard structures of rock music in order to make a new sort of sound, which I'm not sure if there's a lot of that necessarily going on with this, but I can definitely see some of the parallels because there are occasions where chord structures are shifted around in really weird and different positions, and also what else? They introduce a lot of more pop-based vocal melodies and instrumentation that definitely mixes pretty well to give this record a very nice sheen, despite the fact that, it doesn't really explain sort of the explosion metaphor that they go for with the name of their project. But at the same time, it's not to say that this is like a bad record. It's something nice to put in the background. It's very laid back. It's very low key, I would definitely say. And it's just something that helps sort of like accentuate the mood instead of like, defining the mood, so to speak. Um there's not really much left to really say about this record. It's very consistent all throughout, so there definitely isn't really a jump in like a jump in like the vibe that is carried throughout the majority of this record, despite maybe the fact that there are, the occasional English songs instead of Finnish songs, but that if you're someone who doesn't really pay attention to like lyricism anyways and is more just, pays attention to like the melodies that are being brought out, that revelation won't really hit you that hard. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, discussion is always encouraged, so if you've listened to this record, let me know what you think about it. And if you want to go ahead and listen to whatever I have for the schedule for the next week, you can do that. Yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. This has been Pardon the Memes.